used to be a professional football player, says that he remembers his father just saying to him, be a man. Man up. Toughen up. Don't be a girl.
This is how far we've fallen in America. Telling a boy not to be a girl, I guess, is now considered abusive. We're in an upside-down world, my friends, and I think more people now see right through the attempt that they're making to kind of wrap their attacks on traditional gender roles around an anti-bullying campaign. Well, that's absurd because real men do not bully, we know that. Real men don't beat their wives, we know that. Real men don't hurt animals or children, we know that. All decent people agree on that. And by the way, long before the phrase gender fluid popped up, good parents told their sons both to be a man and to be courageous, valiant, compassionate. Now, I heard my friend's father say, stop whining and be a man. Like he was complaining about something. He said it a lot, actually. It didn't hurt my buddy one bit. He's a great dad today. But today, the radical left has one goal in mind. It's to destroy the underpinnings of the nuclear family by targeting the distinct parental roles that fathers and mothers play. Ideally, come on, we all know this, it's better for children to be raised by a mother and a father who are present
nuclear
and
family.
involved. Now, we also all know that single moms and dads do their best, but it's much harder. God bless them all. And I say this as a single mom myself.
She just throws it in there. I know she was a mother.
This idea of the traditional roles
traditionalism
to the radicals who see the traditional family, especially traditionally minded men, as an impediment to the ultimate goal of the left of socialism and rewriting of American history. Now, remember, Black Lives Matter had the disruption of the nuclear family as one of its main goals. Now, the entertainment industry joined the anti-family, anti-masculinity crusade long ago. In television and films, male protagonists are often portrayed as kind of goofy, helpless, helpless saps or gender-fluid geniuses. From the dance class to the ballroom.
I think there was some drag queen stuff going on.
Oh, no. But it feels like forever. Newsflash for Hollywood. Women want men to be men. Obviously, they also want men to be honest and kind and sacrificial and humble as well. But as an old friend used to say, most women I know, even women who work outside the home, prefer a man who will protect, provide, and defend. And we don't want men who will elbow us out of the way to primp in the mirror, or men whose idea of a fun afternoon is getting a mani-pedi and a facial. No. Remember the man, by the way, the Obama people used in ads to push Obama?
Great as hits.
Well, even Morning Joe all those years ago couldn't stop laughing at him.
This guy which is funny.
2013, just plain old
Jim looks like he had a vampire weekend.
Of course, all the Pajama Boy fans are totally shocked that young men are flocking to non-effeminate men like Jordan Peterson, who wrote 12 Rules for Life.
Oh, we'll get back to
him.
him.
They're especially furious that millions are tuning in to listen to manly men like Joe Rogan.
Toxic masculinity, that's a hilarious expression, because you need to thank toxic masculinity for all the bridges, all the jets, all the rockets, all this toxic masculinity. If you break down all the things that men have invented, and all these toxic men have prevented, like, you from being murdered in war and protected the country and all the different things that you could attribute to toxic masculinity, most of it's positive.
That's why people listen to him. Now, the fact is, the natural instinct of most men is to protect women, but that's slowly being beaten out of them by angry feminists or overly feminine men who love submissive types. This seems especially to be the case in more liberal...
What is wrong with that, Laura?
And the consequences are horrifying. Now, something that happened in a Manhattan subway car when a woman told a perturbed African-American man to take a chill pill. Watch.
Say the word chill pill.
Oh. Yes. Yo, you wildin'. She a female. What? That's OD.
Well, that went on and on, but notice what didn't happen. Not a single man on that train intervened.
Woman.
A more shocking incident took place in Philly last week when a woman was raped on the L train with other passengers aboard. Not a single one did anything to help her. And earlier this week in San Francisco, it was a young woman who chased down a man who pushed an elderly Asian lady to the ground. When the woman confronted the assailant, she was stabbed 3 times. Where were the men? Frankly, the mass feminization of men should trouble women the most. The victims in all those heinous attacks were women who were overpowered by bad men. And because the cultural elites and institutions have spent years villainizing masculinity, there were no good men willing to step in to save them. And that's the angle.
Her logic makes absolutely no sense. I mean, again, if you're watching Fox News, even on the opinion shows, to get an accurate worldview, I'm sorry, this channel is like, all they do is they mock the left, and then they do cheap shots, and I mean, CNN and the likes, which is not what it used to be either. I'm not endorsing either network or channel, or the traditional 3 networks, broadcast networks, but Fox is just sitting here and it's like listening to Z100 of current events issues. It's just like, come on. Now the Philadelphia thing, okay, this is another problem. Why the hell do people have to use the phrase filming the sex act, the abusive sex act, to be the egregious sex act? Okay, why were they doing that? And what are they doing with it? They did absolutely nothing. And while somebody made a 9/11 reference, I think on the said channel, I know where they're coming from, because they're referring to Flight 93. Everyone made a consensus to get the animals out of the cockpit. It was really poorly languaged, but I knew where the guy was coming from. I don't know if it was Pete or the other dude on the Fox News channel. But anyways, they could have had a consensus of people saying, I'm going to call 911, I'm going to stop this guy, I'm going to detain the guy, you do this, you do that, you want to tape this for reference, okay, go ahead, be the bystander, and get the son of the bitch off the SEPTA train. Simple as that, but they didn't do that. And that's a failure on parenting. It's a failure on doing the right thing. It's not a gender-specific thing, but you know how Laura likes spin things around like a monkey. I don't know. I don't know.